Oh. Okay guys, but look at this place though with the marsh. This is the marsh that we saw marked with blue. But this is a really nice forest. Alright guys, last week I got a message from a guy in Denmark called Rasmus, and he asked me how do I go about finding new spots, or finding the spots that I sit and wait for birds and animals. And that's a really good question. It's a video that I've actually been planning for a while, because I think apart from filming and photographing the birds, I think that's the most fun part of this hobby. I really enjoy finding new places, do the research, go out and sit down, and then have the birds and wildlife coming. It's a great success. That's just fantastic. So I really like to be kind of alone about finding places and spots, and that's definitely a really big part of the experience for me. So in this video I'll tell you everything about what you need to know about finding new spots and new places where you can find and photograph and film bird life and wildlife. Step one is to always be on the lookout for a new spot. So if I'm driving, if I'm up in a plane and looking down on this area, or if I'm on Facebook, or I see something on YouTube, in the newspaper or whatever, I'm always on the lookout for a potential spot. And then I have my notebook and I write it down, and can always go in there and find a new area to check out. Step two for me is to be a part of a community. I'm a member of BirdLife, the local BirdLife organization here, and we do some trips during the year where I join, and I'll learn about new areas, and also on the trip we might discuss different options in the area where to go. And often it's like when you go back and forth in the car, whatever, to this area, we'll see some different areas, and someone has some information about that. They've been there, they've seen that, and different things. So it's a lot of information to get out of being a member of the BirdLife, one of the BirdLife organizations. So I highly recommend that. And then it's also, of course, be on Facebook and be on other social media and follow people and see where they go and what they do in your local area, and maybe you get some ideas of some new spots to check out. And also many birders are a member of different apps or communities. Like in this area we use the app Band, and whenever people see something extraordinary or uncommon, they post it on this app, and everyone can see where it is, because there's a map where you register that observation. And not only is it good for finding these rare observations if you like that, but of course it also points to an area where you might seek out if you haven't been there before. And then step three, I'm going to show you here now. It's all about the research, and I use different approaches to that, and I'll show you that now. So for the research, I always start in Google Maps, and this is where I live, and this is the area that we're going to research. As you can see, there's a parking lot here where I'll park my car, and this is actually the place that I went and saw the wryneck last year. That was in this area here. I went through this. There's a walking pathway here, and then you end up. I ended up here in this little hill here, and I waited underneath a tree, and then the wryneck came and sat just above me. You can check that out in the video here. And what I wanted to do is, I've seen this on the map, so I wanted to check out this area here. As you can make out, there's a lot of deciduous trees here, and I think this is a really good spot for birding, and I think also there's not too many people that come here and on the walk here. So I think there's a good chance for that I might be alone here. And I also like that there's this ridge which is quite steep, and the trees are growing up that hill. So that could possibly be a really good place for different birds, and even falcons and different birds of prey. So maybe. This forest is deciduous, and as you can see, this satellite photograph is taking during summer, so there's a lot of leaves. I have another program that I use. This is the Norwegian Yellow Pages. It could be that you have something else where you live, but as you can see, these pictures are taken during winter or late fall or early spring, and there's a lot less leaves on the trees. And now I can take in the area a lot more in detail, because I can see much more here. And it seems to be a pathway going through this area and right up until this end of this valley. This area seems like it's a marsh, so that's really interesting. And there's a little stream, I think, going down here. So these places could be has a really big potential for being really nice birding places. And I also use the Norwegian Trekking Association's website. They have these maps that have all the marked and unmarked paths in it. So this is the same area that we just saw. This is the steep hill that I was talking about. You can see that the marsh area is blue here. And what's really interesting here is that you can see there's a pathway going up here. So that will be the pathway that I will go up here through this area and into this little valley or plateau or whatever you're gonna call this. And then I also use this web page here, which is the Norwegian government's site for nature observations. I'm of course selecting birds here, and this site is driven by all the people that are out in the fields, out in the woods, and are registering what they see. So this is a large register of all that. I'll make my selection from let's make it 5 years back, and I've chosen January, February, since we're in early January. And I'll make a selection here of the area that we're in, and see, then I can see what kind of registrations there are of birds in this period, in January and February in this area, and I can see it in this map view. So this is the selected area. You can see here is the area I want to explore now. And if I click on this, I'll get a list of the observations for this particular place. And there's a really interesting one here, which is a tree-toed woodpecker. And I've checked out my birding book. And the tree-toed woodpecker is staying in Norway a year long. And this observation is from the 9th of January in 2021. So that's really interesting. I'm definitely gonna be on the lookout for a three-toed woodpecker. That would be just amazing. That's the research I do. I also note everything down in my book, and I bring that along so that I don't forget things that I've researched and decided on checking out. And I also, when I'm out in the field, I take notes about the places that I've decided are good for sitting down and observing. So again, so I don't forget them. So that leads us to step number 4, and that's really the fun part. That's when you go out in the field and you explore the area that you've decided to research. And when you're out in that area, you need to look for kind of the landscape, if it's what you expected, if you're expecting some marsh or some stream or a river or something, and see that it's what it seems like on the maps. And also the flora, if the trees and the plants in the area is what you expect, and maybe if that relates to what birds or wildlife you are looking for. So one of the most important things when I'm out in the field is that I'm always looking for different spots to sit, where I'm a bit camouflaged, maybe I'm a bit hidden, elevated or something. And then when you found a good spot to sit, you also have to see and plan for where you think the birds or wildlife is going to appear. If it's a tree, for instance, and then you need to check out the background, because if you want to have a really blended background, it's important that there's not a lot of branches or different trees or something in the background, and you might want to try to reposition yourself and to get that background that you wish. And I always try to find many different spots, because you never know when you come there. You might be a year after, later, a month later, I don't know, and you need to have the different options ready, depending on the weather, the sun, and foliage or whatever. So it's really good to have different spots planned out. So then, when the day comes and you go out there, you have the different choices. Alright guys, good morning. So today is the day we explore the area we researched yesterday, and I'm very lucky. There's a cold spell over Norway, and it's really cold today, but the trees and plants and rocks are all covered in white frost. So a really pretty morning, and I'm so glad I got up this morning. The sun is coming up behind those mountains in front of me, so it's gonna be a fantastic day, I think. So I have a bit to go. Maybe a 30-minute walk or something like that before I come to the part of the river that I need to cross, and then find that trail or pathway or whatever it is that we saw on one of the maps. So it's just I shouldn't say breathtaking, because I'm out of breath because I'm out of shape, but look at this, guys. See that behind me there? Absolutely stunning. What a morning. And no one else here. I like that, I have to admit. I'm on my way up this valley forest behind me here, and then I'm going behind that little mountain top there. There's a valley going up. That's where the path, or whatever it is marked on the map. So it's probably back there. A couple of nuthatches over me. Oh, this forest is really dense. I didn't find a trail or path, but I found this little stream, frozen little stream, coming down from the hill. So I'm following that because, as you know, we saw on the map that there should be a stream as well heading down this way. Okay guys, that was quite a walk, sharp sun. I came from down there, down in this valley. The river crossing was down in the end of that valley there. So it was quite a walk, quite hard. Now I'm up at the area that we've explored, researched I mean. And I really think this is especially down in this valley, I think it's probably a really good place for woodpeckers. I haven't seen the tree toad today. That's been really quiet apart from the nuthatches. But I think down there is a really good spot for different woodpeckers. And what have you? Hey? I think I made a little navigation error. So I was supposed to get up this valley. No wonder I didn't find the trail. But look at this place though with the marsh. This is the marsh that we saw marked with blue. Really, really nice place. This is such a success. This is a perfect place. And I guess even in the early summer mornings, you can see moose, deer and maybe roe deer up here. And just imagine the bird species up on this hill here, over there. There's definitely some really high probability for some bird of prey, owls in these forests. Ah, look at this. Fantastic. I'm so excited by this. This looks perfect. I forgot to say one thing yesterday when doing the research. I always consider the sun, where it will come when you're finding a spot, of course. So down here, the sun, this is east. So there's not much sun here in the morning, I would guess, apart from middle of summer. So we need to take that into consideration for this marsh. But imagine it in evening. In summer, you will have the sun coming down and you probably have some really, really nice light on this marsh. I just saw a moose. I heard some rambling up on that little hill there, and then I saw a moose running down the ridge. I just talked about moose up there, so this is definitely a moose spot. So this looks really good. There are so many places. This would be the place that I should have come up. So after I'm done here, I'm going to go down there and just look at all this along the edges there. Perfect places. And also, I believe up in that little stream that is frozen over there on the far side. It's definitely a good spot as well. And those hills here in summer will be lit and warm and a great place for bird life. What a spot. What a fantastic spot. And even behind me here, it's perfect. These little birch woods that are coming into the marsh are really popular. Really great hiding places for the birds. Oak nuts. So this is a really nice spot here where I'm sitting. It's not too dense with the forest around. Beautiful old oak behind me. Great overview of the entire marsh and the mountains and hillsides here. So quite a place. And I think this entire area here is gonna change so much when spring comes and summer comes. And quite possibly quite a big variety of birds, and even the big birds. I'm suspecting, as I've said, that this is a really nice place for bird of prey up in these sides to have their nests. So I'm really looking forward to coming back here when it's warmer and there's bird life and wildlife here. And I'm just gonna sit here now and enjoy it. It's what an astounding surprise. Right guys, just been to the far end of the marsh and checked out some places there as well. There are some really nice places there and spots for me that I've noted down so I can use them later. And as I was coming back here now, I just saw a golden eagle, a really big one that sailed right on the edge up here. So I think I was right about bird of prey coming here as well. So unfortunately I didn't have the time. I left my camera back here. I just wandered over there, so I didn't have an opportunity to film it for you. But fantastic experience, and the sun hit it because it was over the mountains here. So really nice. I'm gonna head down now and see if I can find the elusive trail that I didn't find this morning. So I'll head down and go to the car now. I hope you found all this interesting, and if you have any more questions, please leave a comment and I'll answer whatever I can. And I probably left something out, so just please ask me and I'll do my best to answer you. So that's it for today here and out in the field. Remember guys, get out and enjoy nature.